The next material is topic. You may pause the video to give yourself time to read. Example 10 illustrated that people may switch code within a speech event to discuss a particular topic. Bilinguals often find it easier to discuss particular topics in one code rather than another. For many bilinguals, certain kind of referential content are more appropriately or more easily expressed in one language than the other. Japanese war bride in USA, for instance, found it easier to use Japanese for topics they associate with Japan, such as fish and New Year's Day. Chinese students from Guangzhou, who are flatting together in English-speaking country, tend to use Cantonese with each other except to discuss their study when they switch to English. This is partly because they have learned the vocabulary of economics or linguistics or physics in English, so they do not always know the word for capital formation or morpheme or electron in Cantonese. Polyswitch to Patois was here to use it to express affective rather than referential meaning. The teacher didn't need to understand the words. He simply needed to get effective message. In other contexts, switching between Patois and Standard English can achieve a range of interesting rhetorical effects. A switch from Patois to Standard English with a local British regional pronunciation can signal a person's identity as a West Midlander in a conversation where the local regional values are relevant. Patois is somewhat English-based as Jamaica was English colony, but it has integrated Portuguese, Hindi, Yoruba, as well as many other West African languages, and of course a small amount of Spanish. The next material is metaphorical switching. In many of the examples discussed so far, the specific reason for a switch can be identified with reasonable confidence. Though it would be possible to predict when a switch will occur without knowing what the speaker intended to say next, it is often possible to account for switches after they have occurred. Example 17, however, moves switching into a different dimension. It is an example of what can be achieved by a really skilled bilingual. In this situation, there are no obvious explanatory factors accounting for the specific switches between Buang and Tuk Pisin. No new person joined audience at any point. There was no change in the setting or the topic. It's still business. There are no quotation or even angry humorous utterance. What is social meaning of these rapid switches? By switching between code with such rapidity, the village big man effected draw on the different association of the two codes. Buang is local tribal language. By using it, Mr. Rupa is emphasizing his membership of the Buang community. He belongs here and everyone knows him. He is using Buang to construct his local identity. But he is also a skilled businessman with a contact in the outside world of money and marketing. Mr. Rupa's use of Tok Pidgin, a Creole which is valuable lingua franca and an official language in PNG, emphasizes this role of entrepreneur, as well as his superior knowledge and experience as a man of the wider world.